everybody. Welcome to another end of the month. This time it's October. What a month it has been. I'm happy to be done. Oh, and happy Halloween, because it's been a hell of a scary month for me. I'm glad it's over. Glad we're moving along into November. That's all I'm going to say on that. Totally random favorites this month. Haven't worn a lot of makeup, so I'm just going to jump into the non-beauty favorites first. First thing, I talked about it on my Friday video. Talked about it in an anniversary sale video. You're gonna hear about it again the end of this week. It is a piece of clothing that I forgot to bring with me. It is the Barefoot Dreams circle cardigan in navy. I'm gonna pop a picture in right there. And I lived in it for about a week and a half or so while Shane was ill. I've been wearing it in the evenings as the weather's cooled down. I imagine I'll be living in it a lot more as the weather continues to cool down. If you own one cardigan in your life, this has got to be it. It is great for travel. I'm planning on bringing it with me when I go visit Jake for Parents Weekend coming up very soon, this weekend, can't wait. And it's cozy, it has pockets, it's just lovely. It is wonderful. Enough said on that. That has been my favorite thing that I finally got to wear. I've had it in my closet since July, but I haven't gotten a chance to wear it till October, so that tops the list. Another totally random favorite is a YouTuber. I am late to the party. I think about 4 million or so of you enjoy his channel. It's the Philip DeFranco Show with Philip DeFranco Channel. I can't remember how I found this guy, but he popped up somewhere on my feed, and I've been watching his daily show Monday through Thursday ever since. Kind of like a newsy type show. Very fair and balanced, I feel. And I've just really enjoyed, he has a show, like I said, I think his stuff pops up every afternoon-ish, around 3 o'clock or so my time. And I've really been enjoying watching how he kind of views the world, gives you a little take on sort of with current events-wise, a little bit of politics, and definitely leans towards news relatable to the YouTube world. So I've been enjoying that very much, very different from what I normally watch. Very different from the beauty-based videos that tend to fill up my subscription feed. So I'm really enjoying his channel. Books that I've been reading, I kind of went back into something comfortable. Whenever I am stressed out or tired, I tend to reread books that I love. And so I started reading the Bitten series by Kelly Armstrong. That's not the series, it's the Otherworld series by Kelly Armstrong. And I think the first book in that series is Bitten, and I am on book 11 or 12 out of 13 now. I've gone through quite a few of them. You get a lot of reading done when you're hanging out in a hospital. So I will link to the first book in the series, like I said, is Bitten. I'm working my way through it. I do have a new book waiting to be read that I will tell you about next month's favorites. So anyway, Kelly Armstrong is the hero author of October for me. All right, let's move into beauty. I'm looking at what I have around here. What's not on my fingernails. So I finally got my nails done. Today I'm wearing an oldie but a goodie, OPI Lincoln Park After Dark. But the nail polish that I think I had on my nails almost the entire month of October, and it was not by design, it was just because life happened and I just never got around to getting my nails done, was Zoya August. It is a relatively new nail polish to the Zoya collection, and it is a true, beautiful gray. And for those of you who love gray as much as I do, you need this in your life. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Zoya's website. Either way, it's a great gray. And Ulta carries Zoya, but they don't, last time I looked, they did not have the latest collection. This is the fall collection. They actually just released their holiday collection, so this is now 2 collections ago. In any event, you can get it online. Obviously I loved it. I had it on for a month. But I finally changed my nail polish. Something you can get at Ulta, and that's where I got this. A bunch of you recommended it. Thank you so much. This is a total game changer. This is the IT Cosmetics Brush Bath. It is a brush cleanser. It is in a spray bottle. It has a lovely kind of, it smells clean. It has, I guess, a slight fruity scent. And the way I use this, I should have brought a brush to demonstrate, but I just basically cup my hand, spray a little bit into the palm of my hand, take my brush, swish it around in there, and then take a tissue or a cloth and rub it on the tissue until it's clean. It cleans your brush instantaneously, and it dries instantaneously, and you can literally dip it into a really pigmented color, put it on your eye, clean it, brush it off on a towel and go right into another color. I mean, there is no downtime. This, like I said, this is a huge game changer. Thank you to everyone who recommended it to me. I have not used it for like a deep cleansing, but there's almost no need to deep cleanse. This stuff is unbelievable. It's really something else. It says to let it dry for 1 to 2 minutes. It's more like 10 seconds. This stuff, amazing. Amazing. Haven't tried it on face brushes, but for eyeshadow brushes, you must have this in your life. It's great. All right, I'm gonna start with the not so expensive and then work my way up to ridiculous. So this palette, I kind of started fixating on something. I'd find an eyeshadow that worked for me and just wear it for like 4 or 5 days in a row. So the first one that it started out with was this Essence palette, All About Nudes. This is a very inexpensive palette. You saw this a bunch in October, especially if you're following along on the vlogs. They also have All About Roses, All About Bronzes. These are great palettes, very soft, very creamy, very pigmented. You can see where I stuck my finger in there. These are great shades, especially the darker shades are wonderful for an all over the lid kind of wash. Wonderful. Then I jumped over to my Derm Store haul. You'll be seeing another one soon, by the way, in November. This is a Jane Iredale palette, and I think this is the daytime eyeshadow kit. These are all matte, except this lightest shade is more of a satin finish, but I totally fixated on these for quite a while and then started wearing them in conjunction. Just beautiful, easy to wear, really digging the mattes. Again, the same concept. I'm looking for shadows that are soft, creamy, pigmented, easy to wear, easy to blend. I'm a neutral girl, so these were really right up my street. And then I added some palettes that I haven't had a very long time, but I'm so impressed with them, I needed to mention them. I'm wearing this one today. The whole look on my face is this Natasha Denona palette. This is the palette number 2. It's her 5-pan palette, but the palette is 02. And I mean, this is very expensive for what it is because it's only 5 shadows, but these, I've never touched anything like this in my life. They are beautiful. They are very wearable. I personally think, now I have not personally swatched every option, but I hunted the website and looked at all the shade ranges on the Sephora website, and I felt like this is the most wearable out of all of the options. The VIB sale is coming up, I think at the end of this week, so if Natasha Denona is on your radar, I cannot recommend this enough. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of things you can do with this palette. Just so you know, I'm wearing this shade on the inner half of my eye. I am wearing this shade on the outer half of the lid. I'm wearing that on the outer corner and up into the crease, and this in the crease. So there's just, it's not as scary as you might think. I wore this out and about. So, and thank you to Tara Babies for inspiring that look, by the way. I basically copied hers. This is not an original thought. I will link to Tara Babies' tutorial as well. She was the one whose tutorial I followed this morning. Anyway, really, really digging that. So a little bit more expensive than the Essence palettes. And then the other palette that I just have to mention, this is a 2-in-1 deal. I believe this is $58. It's on the Sephora website. You get 2 palettes for $58. And again, this is an incredible value for money. The VIB sale is coming up this week and next week for VIs. No, I'm sorry, VIB Rouge is this week, VIB is next week. And this side of the palette is the one I'm in love with. These are basically all highlighters. If you are more fair-skinned, you can use these darker shades as a bronzer with some glow. Or if you're deeper toned, then you can obviously go for highlighters here. These can also be used on the eyes as well. Today I am using this lightest pink shade as my highlighter, and it's a subtle, beautiful glow, and it blends right into the skin, and I am so impressed with the pigmentation of all of these. But for $58, you don't just get these 6, you also get, I feel like I'm on like a telemarketing, like an infomercial, and you get this set of Ginso knives. No, you don't get any knives, but what you do get are these beautifully pigmented, gorgeous shades. Watch this. See this one? It looks turquoise in the light. It's really more of a deep blue in real life, but I mean, it's so pretty, right? Not maybe for everyone. Then look at this kind of coppery rust color. Look how pretty that is. This one you can definitely, everyone can wear that. It's not very scary. It's this pinky color. So I just want to keep rubbing it. It's so soft. See that? It's just a nice subtle gleam that would look beautiful all over the eye. And then this like coppery color here. Look at that. Look at the reflection of that in the light. For $58, you get both of these together. And now that my hand is covered, they come apart. So for travel, quite handy. They're very flat. I think it's a really good value for what it is. I think it's really cool the way they're packaged. I wanted to bring that up because I think they're really beautiful by themselves, but I think when you get an extra 20% off, and the fact that this is limited edition, so if you're VIB Rouge or VIB, I think it's too good of a deal to pass up, and you might want to add that to your collection. Okay, only a couple more things. Not a lot to talk about this month. Last two things are lip products. I've mentioned this earlier in my Derm Store haul. A brand that's new to me that I'm starting to explore a little bit more is Jouer, and this is their version of the liquid lipstick, their lip cream, and this is in the shade Bronze Rose. It is a beautiful fall shade. It is not particularly drying like other liquid lipsticks. I think it's a fun little package. I had it on, it was a little too strong with what I had on going with my eyes. I love this smell, it's like caramel, it's just really sweet and yummy. Another lip product that I've been reaching for a lot this month, I've had it for a long time and I just never wore it, and now I'm really enjoying it. It's what I have on today. It may appear a little darker than normal because I had this Bronze Rose on, took it off. There probably was a bit of a stain left on my lips, and then I smacked this on top. But this is from Clinique, an oldie but a goodie, the Lip Color Pop in the shade Bear Pop. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand for you. And it's basically a Your Lips But Better kind of shade, and it's a nice kind of warm tone. Again, great for fall, it's great for year-round, but it's really great for this time of year. And it's especially nice paired with a stronger eye like what I have going on right now. And I've just really been enjoying it. I've been reaching for it now, and I've never really worn it much since I've added it to my collection. So I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So that's it for October favorites. It's been kind of a strange month. For those of you that haven't been following me, I'll list a few of the most recent videos in the description box below. Maybe you can catch up on what's been going on around the Goldberg house. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me this month. It's been a bumpy ride, but I'm glad we're still all here together and everybody is well. I am looking forward to sharing some really fun projects with you in November. I have 2 new videos, new collaborations with a couple of brands that I'm really excited to share with you. One is a follow-up, no, 3 collaborations that are coming up. 2 are follow-ups with brands that I have worked with before that I'm really excited to share some new things with you. And one I've never worked with before, but I have shopped there a lot, so it is not going to be a surprise when you see it coming. So I can't wait to share those things with you. VIB Rouge and VIB sales are coming up. That's exciting. We're all going to get some shopping in the next couple of weeks. Thanksgiving is coming. I get to see Jake for the first time since I took him to school in August. I get to see him this weekend. Just lots of exciting things are coming up this month, so I hope y'all stick around. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you should do that so you don't miss any of the fun coming up. As always, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to read your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Guys, totally different than your usual Sunday vlog because I did not vlog anything the last week.